So I'm James, I'm working in Watford, originally from the north of England, and I'm the owner of Summit Chiropractic. Practice we found was growing, but it wasn't growing in the way that we wanted it to. It was very much up and down. There's no kind of certain path that we were following. It's just kind of very unpredictable sometimes. We tried coaching with quite a few different people, but it just wasn't what we were looking for. So I spoke to Lawrence about Nitro, and I spoke to another guy who was already in Nitro, and he said how it had changed how they're practicing, and it aligned with how we wanted to work. So it sounded good, and we just got going. It was just the lack of predictable results. So we were kind of lost a little bit in what exactly we were working towards, how we were going to get to our goals. So we had plans, but there was no kind of follow through with that. So we'd set a goal, and then a couple of weeks, couple of months later, we'd completely have lost where we were on that track. So having that sort of guidance from Lawrence and knowing how he works with clients, it just suited how we wanted to work. So we're just expecting our second baby. So we wanted something that we knew was going to focus us and keep us on track with the distraction of the family growing. And again, have that ability to make sure that we're heading on the right path and we're not going to be in sort of the desperation mode and scrambling to make sure we're getting the results. When it takes that stress away from us. So we like I said, we had a few different coaches. I tried group coaching, which was literally, there was no one-on-one with it. It was just a group of people getting together, and it didn't fit how I worked personally. I didn't get a lot out of it. I tried a one-on-one coach, but that again they were kind of learning their way at the same time of trying to coach us. So having, tested and proven sort of strategies, proven results was something that really drew us to Nitro. So just probably the frustration of being so up and down and not having the consistency to work towards the goal. It was very much sort of like the jacuzzi experience of it feels good for a little while, and then you step out of that and you forget that focus, that work that you put in to keep that drive going. Just knowing that I was a provider for the family, having that responsibility of I've got to make this happen to give the kids the life that I want them to have, to give them the opportunities for experiences that I want them to have as well. Yeah, the lowest point was definitely just wanting to say, I'm done, just close the doors. I'll do something else, I'll go work for someone else. So it's not the stress of dealing with, the pressures, the different things you've got to do with day to day. But yeah, that was definitely the lowest point. So I started coaching with Lawrence August last year. I'd seen him talk a couple of times before. I'd seen quite a bit on Facebook and things like that, videos that he'd done. And yeah, it spoke to me of that is what I need to help get us to where we want to be. That was a process. I'd say we're still working towards it. I'd say we're a long way further down the road to where we want to be. But yeah, it took a while, but everything in life takes time. So we weren't expecting an overnight fix. It's a process just like everything is. But I feel we're doing really well with getting that process to where we want to be. I get more time to actually focus on the kids rather than constantly thinking about work, getting a chance to be more present with them. Yeah, practice is much easier having that goal, knowing what we're working towards, having the team in line with our goal as well. So it just takes pressure off my shoulders, and it just makes life much easier. Like I say, we tried different people and we didn't get the results we wanted. So to see us progressing in the right way, I think it's just a curiosity of exactly what we were doing to get there in a different way. So I know a couple of people who are just starting out on their own in their own practice, and I suggest that they definitely need to get a coach, and Lawrence is definitely top of the list for me. Having the support of the other members as well. So on the intensive events, actually meeting with people who are going through the same struggle, so you're not out there on your own. Everyone is actually in kind of the same boat and working towards the same thing. So having that like a family of knowing exactly what you're doing. They may be 2-3 steps down the line, so you can learn from them as well as from Lawrence himself. So.